All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I see a lot of people have been considering thinking about taking a vacation or living in Gulfport, Mississippi. It's a beautiful place to live. Beautiful place. If you like beaches, um, Cajun food, you never tried it, I recommend you to try it. And if you're from north, south, east, west, what the fuck ever, if you ain't never tried it, trust me, it's delicious, awesome. You'll never want to eat no more other type of food again. Promise. All right, let's get into it. Cost of living out there, pretty cheap. You can get a single family home probably in a range between 50 to 100,000. Cheap. Brand someone's house probably like 5 years old. Cheap. Good house. Beautiful. Awesome. One time about beautiful house, we talking about 3-bedroom, 2-bath, den, living room, kitchen, washroom, a car porch. Let's be about 2-car garage, whatever. Okay, for that price. Can you actually? A guy asked me. He said, "Can you actually buy a mansion there under $100,000?" Excuse me, not $100,000, $1 million, under $1 million. Sorry about that. I said, yes, you can. It won't be no big giant mansion, but it'll be a nice one, for a family or old couple or whatever. And you can probably get that and get lucky and get that for about $500,000, y'all. I'm kidding you not, man. Like when I told a guy that, it blew his mind. He was like, "What?" He said, "I said, yeah, you probably get you one about $500,000. He said, "Ain't no way." So I said, "Yes, it is. Cost of living there is pretty cheap." He was like, "What?" I said, "Yes." Apartments. Some are new, some are old. Some are not in the best parts. I'm not going to lie. A lot of apartment complexes around there are kind of sort of like hood. I know you don't want to be around there, but there are apartments there that's high class, really strict, not hood, not ghetto. There's some ghetto people there. Not gonna lie to you, there are some. You will see a lot of homeless people, a lot of drug addicts, people that's fucked up, that's messed up off drugs. That you go catch people walking down the street, they like talking to themselves. You see stuff like that there. People there are very, very friendly. I kidding you not. You'll meet a lot of friendly people there. Great people. Another thing, if you like to fish, I'm putting it like this, you into outdoors, you will love it. If you ain't got family here that have property, ain't no guarantee that you'll be able to hunt. You ain't hunting, you will meet people. That's promised. If you look at a lot of YouTube channels, you catch things like running dogs that's hunting. We can do that. We actually can do that there. Another thing, fishing is great. Best time to fish. A lot of people is out everything. We catch everything. Besides, red snapper. Red snapper is rare to catch on the pier. You gotta get the boat and take it all the way out there. The best place to catch them is Florida. Another thing is a guy asked me, what is it like for interracial couples there by us being in the South? I said it's nothing. It's normal. I was married to a white girl. I have kids by a white girl. Nothing. Nobody gonna judge you. People don't care. You don't bother nobody. You speak, wave how they wave to you, and go on by your business. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there's not racist people there. There are. So, I'm not saying you will run into some messed up ass people, you know. But, like, you see in other places, like, oh, because you barbecuing, call the police. Or, you know, oh, this black guy staring at me and shit. You're not going to catch stupid shit like that there. No, nah. People not like that over there. I ain't saying they ain't, but I haven't noticed it or seen no sight of it. What else? That guy asked me about storms season. Between June and November is hurricane season. A lot of people are like, I don't want to move there because of a hurricane. Let me stop you right there. It's not what people make it seems to be. Okay? It's not. A major hurricane like Katrina. I was like 30 miles from the Gulf, you know, where it all destroyed and flooded. Like 30 miles, about 35, 40 miles from it. You won't get a major hurricane like that until like another, let's say, it's been 10 years now, 15, probably about another 5 years. We may get another one at any time. But you might get a tropical compression. Like, oh, a little rain and a little wind. It stops. Don't let people scare you. It's not really what people make it seem to be. It's really nice there, man. I mean, another thing, don't think, you know, during the summer you're going to be out trying to go hang out with your friends and your buddies and stuff like that. I'm telling you now, because it rains just about every single day. Probably a whole week it rains. Be prepared for that. Be aware of that. It's quite a few things a lot of people ask me. Job situation there. It's limited, really pay much, limited. If you're a truck driver, you found a job. If you're a nurse, you're in the medical field, you found a job. If you are a contractor, you got your own contracting business or whatever, you have found work. If you got your own business or any type of other business, you know, you'll make it. You know, it'll be fine for you. But just coming there trying to work at Dollar General and Walmart and try to survive. If your spouse is the breadwinner, like, it can come to a point where you will struggle. Like, bills can become a problem, you know. Another thing, events. Let's talk about events. We have a lot of events there. A lot. Stuff like, we have Cruising the Coast. Well, let's start from January. Let's do it like that. That I know of, I can remember, Martin Luther King Parade, January. Mardi Gras, March. Black Spring Break, between March and April. Scraping the Coast and a Black Rodeo is between June and July. I know the Black Rodeo is July. That's where all the cowboy, cowgirl, black, white, every race be there. So people like, why you gotta be Black Rodeo, You know, everybody's there. From white, Hispanic, black, you know, and that stuff like that, you know. All right, you got those two. You have Cruising the Coast. Usually falls in October. We have the drag strip down there. During that time, you have Ford versus Chevy at the race. And during Halloween, you have like a big old show out there on the beach and called Jones Park. In October, you have a little decoration for Christmas, you know, around some of the city parks, you know. Other than that, they are about to have a aquarium built. Should supposed to been done at the end of this year. I haven't heard anything if it's done yet, but it's supposed to get an aquarium. You might want to take your time, look that up. It's going to be right there on the beach. Like with Jones Park I'm telling you about, it's right across the street from each other, Highway 90. And you probably can be up in this aquarium and looking at the beach far on out. But a beach probably like from an aquarium probably about 100 yards. I'm kidding you not, man. Cars, vehicles are cheap. A lot cheaper than some places, you know. Oh, another thing. Oh my God. Mosquitoes, gnats. Oh my God. Oh. You will deal with them. Summertime. Oh, man. You gonna have it bad if you live near water and woods. Oh man. Man, they just like, oh man. Like at night, you just don't even want to come outside. Like, you know, daytime, they pretty bad during the daytime too, but not as, you know. They got spray they call off spray. It's in a green can. It's called off. Spray it on you, you know, and that really helps, you know, keep them away. Like I said, I told you it rains a lot. It will deal with times like that, where it rain like 4 or 5 days straight. The humidity, oh my God, it temperature be like 110, and you dealing with humidity, 100% humidity. You know, that's true. Like that's people tell you that's true. It's hot as hell down there. I'm telling you now. Like down there, your leather seats in your car start melting so damn hot down there. I ain't lying. So be aware. I'm just doing with you, but just be aware of that. You want to take vacation? It's a tourist town. It is. Biloxi and Gulfport. They probably like city line. You ain't far, man. You probably like from one side of Gulfport for Highway 90 from about 10 miles. 10 or 15 miles, and you into Biloxi. You know, you probably heard of Pat Christian, Long Beach, Mississippi, Gulfport, Mississippi, Biloxi, Ocean Springs, Waveland, you know, all those towns, you know. It's a nice place. Don't take my word for it. Do research before you make that move. It's really cheap. If you're a country guy like me that like to hunt and fish, like mud ride and all that, you will love it. I promise you will love it. If you're a guy, you know, like have fun, man. Like, you know, I'm telling you, if you 100% outdoors, like you shouldn't have no problem. I promise. But don't take my word for it. Do your own research. Please travel there. Go visit. I'm going to tell you a movie that I can tell you to watch. And that movie was pretty much filmed all up in, I think, Biloxi Bay, the Back Bay they call it, and Gulfport on the beach. Look for this movie. I think it came out 2016 or 2017. It got Bruce Willis in it. Precious Cargo. Look for that movie. And I promise you, everything, the first beginning of it, the first scene when they're hitting the golf ball, you had seen that movie, the part of the golf ball, that's the pier where we all fish on. All of that, like everything in that movie, the parking garage, that's a casino, an Island View Casino, like you see the hotel say Island View Casino on the side. All of that. Everything is right there. You deal with a lot of casinos. It's nice, man. It's really nice. Some people call it a mini Las Vegas, but Vegas don't have a beach. You know, you got casinos. All the way up and down. You got the Hard Rock Casino, Beau Rivage, the Grand Island View, IP Casino, Imperial Palace, what it's called, Treasure Bay. It's nice, man. Like I tell you, I'm not gonna lie. I've been moved away from home. I promise. I've been here living in Odessa, Texas, and it's time for me to go back home. I'm going back home. Like, I hate it here. It's boring. Can't do nothing. I hate it. Can't stand it. Cost of living too high for me. So, take your time, man, and go there and see for yourself. I can't speak for everybody. I want to speak for myself. I love it, even though it's home. You know, some people leave home and don't come back. Some people leave home and come back. I'm going back because I have children. I have kids there. I have daughters there. And my daughters are young. And I got to be home with them. I was just up here working in the oil field. But I'm going back. I miss home. My mom, dad, all them whole family's still there. I'm the only one here. Right now I'm in El Paso, Texas right now. But I recommend all of y'all, man, to go check it out, man. Check it out. It's really nice. I think you'll like it. Thank you. May God bless you all.